topic on today. I'm encouraged to stay with Jesus. And I do believe that the enemy is trying his best to make us give up. I do believe that the enemy is riding some of us so hard that sometimes we wonder, where is God in all of this? I do believe that we're going through such a trying time that the enemy is trying to make the saints of God take back your testimony. But we got to fight for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. And I don't know about you, but I'm encouraged to stay with understand that storms will come in your life. Will you elbow your neighbor and say, it's just life? And at times when the storms are raging in our lives, there are times, if you be honest in here, there are times when it is hard to recognize God. And there are some of us in the storm right now, and you're trying to figure out, is this God in the middle of my storm, or is it the enemy trying to drive me crazy? I'm in verse number 27 of Matthew 14. Jesus starts walking towards the disciples, and he says, be of good cheer. Be of good cheer. Yes, it is me. And Peter says, let me walk on the water. So I must tell you that when you are facing a trying circumstance, when you're facing something that has the capacity to swallow you up and spit you out, you start praying to God. God, if it's you in the middle of this, please give me the ability to walk on it. God, help me here. I don't know how many of you remember Joshua chapter 1. Every place that the sole of your foot treads upon, God has already given it unto you. And I wish I had some people in here who realize that this is the year that the Lord is going to let you step on some stuff. God help me here. God is getting ready to allow you to step on some stuff that does not match your credit report. He's going to let you step on some stuff that you don't even have the experience for, the resume for it. You don't even have the pedigree. What do you mean, preacher? I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to answer your question. I have the faith and I have the favor of God. And because I'm trusting God for it, I'm believing God to give it to me. And some of us, oh, watch out here. Some of us sitting in the sanctuary, we are too safe in our faith. We only want to trust God for the easy things. But the Bible asks us this critical question: is there anything too hard for God? And our response has to be, oh Lord God, there is nothing too hard for you. And so I want to compel somebody sitting in the sanctuary right now. It is time for you to jump out the boat. It is time to jump out the boat, to step out on something that you didn't even think was possible. And I don't know where you are in the room, but this is your season to stop waiting on other people to help you to get to your dream. You can walk on it if you have the faith to do it. Can I preach it like I feel it? Somebody in the room, you need to know, it's time for you. Yes, I'm talking to you. Go back to school. Start your own business. Walk away from the bad relationship. God says don't worry about all the details, because sometimes when we start to worry, we are looking at it from the natural. But God is saying what I'm getting ready to do is in the supernatural. And some of y'all sitting here, you are worried about what folk around you might say. So can I tell you that God, I'm speaking to somebody in here, God did not anoint you to be popular. God help me in here. But God has anointed you to be powerful. And if it takes losing friends and losing some relationship to get what God has for me, I'd rather have Jesus more than anything. Elbow your neighbor encouraged to stay with Jesus. You know that you are a prime candidate for a breakthrough when people have watched you suffer. And nobody has done anything to help you get out of your situation. But you came out of your stuff anyway. Can I find help in here? But God wanted to prove to you that you don't need people to get out of your situation. But if you keep your eyes on Jesus, He will bring you out. Am I preaching? If you want me to go, I have complete confidence in you. Please understand, ladies and gentlemen, that complete faith in God causes you to stop questioning God for the things that you don't understand all the time. I don't understand it, but I'm going to go with it anyhow. I don't know why the relationship didn't work. I don't know why I lost my job. I don't know why my situation has changed. The only thing I know is that whatever God has coming for me must be better than what I have right now. So I have to trust God that better is on the way. Will somebody help me preach up in here and shout all the way down the road, say, better is on the way. He does not owe you an explanation. And I need to see how many folk listening to me right now. You're getting ready to be debt free.
Thank you.
I was just checking to see if y'all were listening to me. You're getting ready to be debt free.
Yes.
All right, 6 people were listening. I'm gonna say it again. You're getting ready to be debt free. But can I tell you, don't ask God how. Because you know your credit is jacked up. And you know your money don't match your bills right now. But God says, I'll do it if you just trust me to handle it. Shake your neighbor and say, God's handling your situation. All right, if I don't say nothing else, we ought to dance and go home after this. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. When you trust God, things get worse. God help me. Sometimes, I'm going to say it again, when you trust God, things get worse before they get better. But get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Because God is about to shift some stuff up. But He just wanted to see if you could suffer a little while before you reign in victory. But I reckon that the sufferings of His I feel like preaching. Of His present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed. He says your name has changed. You are no longer Abram, but you are now Abraham. All right. Somebody in here, I'm talking to 6 people now. Get ready for a name change. All right. Y'all ready? I'm almost ready to wrap. Get ready for a name change. Some of y'all didn't miss, y'all missed what I just said. I'm not talking about what is required at the Social Security office. All right? That's not the name I'm saying. But God is getting ready to change your name. Watch me here, because now they're getting ready to call you supervisor. For a name change. They're getting ready to call you college graduate. Tap your neighbor and say, my name is changed. They're getting ready to call you the boss. Tell somebody and say, my name is changed. They're getting ready to call you homeowner. Tap your neighbor and say, my name is changed. They're getting ready to call you business owner. God help me in here. stay with Jesus.